obviously you're not going to be thrilled with the result, but what did you think of the team's performance?
They looked tired a little bit out there. The last 5 minutes, they had energy. The crowd gave them energy once they scored the goal, but there was a lot of mixing and matching going on today. But it looked, like they'd played 5 games in 8 days.
Can you tell us about Horvat and his absence?
Well, he's got 26 goals. He's your captain. He kills penalties. He plays the power play, and 5 minutes before the game, I'm hearing he's sick, but he's going to try it, and then 10 minutes, into the game, you lose it. So all of a sudden, you're mixing and matching for the rest of the game. It's and especially with some of the young guys that we have in there, mixing and matching isn't as easy as it sounds.
How much was the effort in the end also about just who the Blues are and the way they play?
Pardon me?
How much of the result in the end was also just about who the Blues are and the way they play?
You know what? They're not far removed from Stanley Cup champions. They're big and they're strong. And when you're not the biggest team, it's hard to get to the front of the net on their D. And that was probably our biggest talk about thing, is trying to get to the front of the net, trying to get pucks behind them, and it's a difficult task.
Pretty drastic swing there on the special teams in the second.
Yeah, you're anticipating, okay, if we could get one here and go up 3-1, good things are going to happen. Excuse me, and then and they come back and they tie it up. It sort of was a deflating goal for sure.
He was pretty hard on himself about that sequence that led up to that Thomas goal.
I think he expects a lot from himself. He made a mistake. We all make mistakes. It's part of the game. Every team our good job is to get the other team to make mistakes. Their job is to get us to make mistakes. Good teams make people make mistakes. So, obviously he'd like to have that back. He knows he made a mistake, but move on.
When you talked about the team looking a little bit tired, and obviously they've run this gauntlet here, and not just the travel, but the level of opponent as well, were you surprised that there wasn't more of a push in those first 10 minutes of the third?
No, you would expect it. I told them, actually, in between periods, we didn't want to we're down 1 goal, and we don't want to run and gun with those guys because it would have been 5-2 in a heartbeat. They got too much firepower with us, so we wanted to play close to the vest and hopefully get one before the end of the year or the end of the day. And we knew last 5 or 7 minutes, that's when we could push and take the chance if we were down 1 or 2 goals, and that's what happened.